Hey, I'm St. Paul Peterson.
Greetings, weird travelers. I'm Brian Snowman Powers.
Welcome to Live
from MMI.
Man, we got a good show today.
I heard it, man. Look at all the vibe you got going, the candles and stuff, man.
Well, we moved into Studio B, which is also called Tucker Hall here at MMI, and just so we could have a little new digs. What do you think of the upgrade?
Man, it's kicking. So today,
yes,
Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band.
The Cockeyed Band.
Yeah.
We're going to have to talk to Gregg about that name, see what that's all about. That'll be a great show, though. Gregg is a legend here in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Played with Bob Dylan, Olivia Newton-John, and many, many other people. So we're looking forward to hearing his new effort, man. That'll be cool.
And speaking of things that are new, what's up with the T-shirt behind us?
Well, we thought we'd finally involve some of our viewers. So go on Twitter. And we're going to pick a random person. So all you got to do is tweet, I'm watching, hashtag live from MMI. So again, that's I'm watching, hashtag live from MMI. And at the end of the show, we're going to announce the name.
Can I enter?
What?
Can I enter?
No. No, you can't. Anyways, we got a great show for you. We will see you back right after this. From the campus of Minneapolis Media Institute in Edina, Minnesota, this is Live from MMI. Live from MMI is a collaborative effort with the students and staff from MMI and Minnesota's musical community, bringing education and musicianship together. This week on Live from MMI, Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band. Your hosts, Brian Snowman Powers behind the board, and yours truly, St. Paul Peterson. Welcome to Live from MMI. Today and during upcoming episodes, you will get a behind-the-scenes look into how a song is recorded, arranged, and ultimately performed live to 2-track. Gregg Inhoffer is an American singer-songwriter, pianist, and vocalist. His music combines a wide variety of influences, including rock, R&B, and jazz. He has played a significant role in the Minneapolis music scene throughout his career and is a member of the Minnesota Rock and Country Hall of Fame. Most notably, he played keyboards on Bob Dylan's album Blood on the Tracks, which ranked number 16 on Rolling Stone's list of 500 greatest albums of all time. Music for Upright Walking, Gregg's second solo album and his first studio record, traces back to how records used to be made. No click track or electronic synthetics imitating real instruments, with a focus on musicianship and live band energy. The album features 11 original songs and a cover version of Manic Depression by Jimi Hendrix. Eric Kamau-Gravatt on drums and Charles Fletcher on bass, two remarkable players in their own right, make up the distinct jazz rhythm section. Gravatt lends his signature explosive style, which had Miles Davis and Wayne Shorter fighting over whom he would play with. It ended up being Shorter, as Eric joined Weather Report. Inhoffer says, music for Upright Walking, it's not a jazz record, it's more a pop album actually. I used to think of myself as a musician. Well, I'm a human being now, and music is something I do. I write songs and try to connect with people in a positive way. That's exactly what this album and these songs are about. Born and raised in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Gregg Inhoffer's career took off in 1968 with the Twin Cities-based rock band Pepperfog. The group quickly developed a devoted following with their combination of heavy guitar licks and jazzy piano breaks. A time of musical freedom and exploration followed, and the jazz fusion band This Oneness formed. Soon after, Gregg and his bandmates joined 4-time Grammy Award winner Olivia Newton-John on 19 tours across the United States, including a performance on NBC's Midnight Special. Before his rebirth and emancipation in 2005, a turbulent personal life brought Inhoffer to the brink of quitting music altogether. Fortunately, he did not quit and recorded his solo debut, Inside, in 2007. Music writer Tom Surowitz said about the album, with Inside, Gregg Inhoffer finally steps into the spotlight. The keyboard hero emerges as a compelling singer-songwriter. His voice is a revelation, as are the funny, intimate, autobiographical tunes reminiscent of Joe Jackson at his best. Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band. That's next on Live from MMI. Hey, Paul Peterson here. Live from MMI today is Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band. Welcome, man. Thank you so much for being here, Gregg.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it.
I've known you for my entire existence, I think.
Well, Too many that I wouldn't. We don't want to go there. A long, long time.
I know, man. You're a legend in this town.
Am I?
Yes, you are. I just thought I'd let you know that in case you forgot.
Well, I knew I was a legend in my spare time or in my own mind. I didn't know I was legend to anybody else.
And you played with my brother on a pretty important record that you didn't get credit for. Tell us a little bit about that.
74, Bob Dylan recorded Blood on the Tracks. He recorded half the record in New York. He recorded the whole thing in New York, but wasn't happy with some tunes. Re-recorded a few tunes in Nashville, and then came home for the holidays, and his brother, David Zimmerman, said, well, we've got a good studio here, and we've got good musicians, let's record here. So we went in on a Friday night and recorded a couple of tunes. Dylan liked them, and we went in on Monday and recorded 3 more. So we were on 5 out of 10 cuts.
Wow. And that's at the old Sound 80, is that right?
It is.
Unreal.
With Paul Martinson.
Oh, I love it. Great old names,
Paul.
man.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward a little bit. You did some great touring, I know, with Olivia Newton-John.
A couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, and now fast forward, we've got the Cockeyed Band. Give me the concept of what that band is.
Dale Strength, my producer, put it this way. He said, Steely Dan is like jazz changes over a rock rhythm section, and I'm like an upside down Steely Dan. It's rock changes over a jazz rhythm section.
Oh, very cool. And I heard you got Eric Gravatt playing with you.
Eric Kamal Gravatt on drums, formerly of Weather Report, and McCoy Tyner.
Unreal.
And it's just a treat to play with Eric. He's just got he puts a different slant on things. He doesn't play things like normal people. You know?
He is not normal, that's for sure.
He's something else. We got Charles Fletcher on bass, Dale Strength on guitar, and Kevin Nord on sax and wind synth.
And a new record to prove it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where can we find this?
Online at www.gregginhoffer.com, 2 G's, 1 F.
Okay.
iTunes, CD Baby, all those typical outlets.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll a lot more about this later when he plays live. But what I really want to talk to you about is your story. Why are you still in the music business? I mean, it's a long road. You and I are about the same age, and we're still.
Oh, please, thank you.
Why do you still do it?
When I was 8 years old, my uncle gave me a plastic Emini trumpet, and I pulled it out of the box. Never touched a musical instrument before. Pulled it out of the box and played taps, played reveille, and I went, "Wow, this is cool. I can make music." It's a vocation. It's not a choice. It wasn't a career move or anything like that, you know, because otherwise I would be doing something that made money.
Yeah, sometimes that's the case.
I have to do it. It's not really a choice. I have to. To feel full, I have to keep playing.
So, all my students who are in the same exact boat as you and I, it's a calling.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for them?
Follow your heart. You know, especially, you know, they're young.
Yeah.
And they can learn from people's mistakes in the past and move forward and just follow your heart. If you have the passion to do what you're doing here at MMI, take it out into the world and follow your heart, because you're getting a real good foundation here, and it'll carry you far if you are true to yourself.
Right on. Good advice. So we've got a gig. You've got a gig coming up this Saturday night. Tell us where it is, because we want to give away a couple of tickets.
Yes. It is at Studio Z in St. Paul. It's over by the Farmers Market. Starting at 6 o'clock, Eric's going to do a drum clinic for about an hour. Then we've got an opening act. We're going to do 2 sets with a slam poet in between.
Oh, cool.
Our sets. A guy named Neil Hilborn. And it's going to be fun. Free
this
food.
Oh, good. So this Saturday,
drinks, correct.
This Saturday,
July 27th.
Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band. First person on Twitter to tweet the following: I love the Cockeyed Band. # live from MMI. That again is I love the Cockeyed Band, because that's the name of his band. # live from MMI. We'll get 2 tickets. And we will contact you via Twitter.
God, where's my phone?
Right, win tickets to your own show. A lot more coming up with you and the band.
Thanks,
all right,
Paul.
We'll see you in a minute.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, man. First, it all starts here.
It's a real honor to have these guys here today. Doing music from Music for the Upright Walking. Please welcome to Live from MMI, Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band. Take it away.
I'd like to do a special dedication of this song to your mom, Jean Arlen Peterson.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate
1,
that.
2, 3. They say when life gives you lemons, just make lemonade. But that's so easy for them to say when they're all sitting in the shade, sipping their long, tall, cool ones, but never having any fun, and losing what connection that they may have had with anyone. But you always knew how to live life in style, and you always knew how to make a sad man smile, and you understood how to make each day brand new. So if I wore a hat, I'd take it off to you. If I wore a hat, I'd take it off to you. Sometimes things can happen and I almost lose my mind. I try to get ahead and I end up 50 steps behind. But you had a calmness and a steady even keel that told everyone who knew you that you really were for real. But you always knew how to live life in style, and you always knew how to make a sad man smile, and you understood how to make each day brand new. So if I wore a hat, I'd take it off to you. If I wore a hat, I'd take it off to you. Just what it's all about. But just the same, I think I'd like a little clue, yeah. It's never easy when we have to learn to live without, and now we have to learn to live without you. But as the story continues, I just don't understand how life can fill a world with evil people and strike down good women. But in my humble opinion, I think she's looking down from above, seeing all these faces and connecting them with love. But you always knew how to live life in style, and you always knew how to make a sad man smile. And you understood how to make each day brand new. So if I wore a hat, I'd take it off to you. If I wore a hat, I'd take it off to you. If I wore a hat, I'd take it off to you.
Yeah. Woo, kill it. Woo. Thank you so much for that dedication, too. That was so cool. Thank you so much. More from Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band right after this. Check this out.
Are you an artist looking for a great design school? You can become a graphic designer debt-free. Minneapolis Media Institute is holding a graphic design contest starting July 1st. One winner will receive a full ride scholarship to the Digital Art and Design program. Don't miss the chance to win your free ride. Submissions are being accepted now through July 26th. Don't wait. Go to win.mediainstitute.edu for full contest details now.
All right. Well, we have a special treat for you today here at Live from MMI. We have Sister Eva Reisted, who is here, and she is a recent graduate of ours, and she is just kicking some major booty out there in the industry. And what I'd like to do is just talk to her. Greetings, Eva. Thanks for coming out.
Hi, thanks for having me. Good to see you again.
Yeah, Eva's one of the first students I ever taught. And so she's been out in L.A. working the deal. So, Eva, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been assisting at a studio in West Hollywood. It's called Nightbird Recording Studios. And I've been assisting there for about a year now. Started out as an intern, and I moved out there like right after I graduated. So, been building my way up the scale there, and then also now I've started kind of writing my own music and writing with some other people, different studios too, which is a lot of fun.
That's super exciting. I remember you always had a really strong musical background. Didn't you work for American Idol as well?
I did. I did work for American Idol. 10 weeks of that was really, really fun. Very busy and very fast-moving, quick-paced sessions. So that was a change of pace from some sessions I've been doing lately.
Okay, I've got to brag on you a little bit here. So, tell us about the couple of really big projects you've worked on.
The really
recently.
big. Well, I assisted a session, the new song that went platinum by Rihanna, "Stay," which was the single off her new album, which has been one of the most, well-known and successful songs off that album, which was really cool because I picked out the microphones for that piano part, and we recorded that at the studio, which was really cool. Mickey Echo recorded that there, in his vocal part, which was great. And recently, Miley's single, which is "We Can't Stop," became platinum too about a week ago, which is exciting. And I didn't get an official credit on the Rihanna song. The engineer did, which was cool. But I think on the Miley song, I am going to get a credit, which is exciting because it's a platinum record right there. Even if it's assisting, it's still a big move, just because that's how it starts. So it's really exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you had to learn a lot of things, obviously, that either you got here, you didn't get here. I want to get some advice for our students and some things that maybe, would help them out, or things that they might need to know or think about, or maybe just talk about your journey very quickly, like after you graduated, and, things you knew, things you didn't know, and that kind of thing.
I think one of the biggest things that I learned is that experience is invaluable. I mean, at school, the teachers, it's great. I mean, I think you need to go to school. I mean, some people say that's not necessary, but for me, I think that played a big part, just meeting people like yourself and people like Paul Peterson, and those people really help you connect, but it's out in the studio that you're going to learn through trial and error, and you're going to mess up, and I think that's kind of the whole part of this game, is that you mess up a lot, but that's how you learn. So signal flow, the music, it's all kind of one big, deal, all one package, and that's kind of how you learn, is doing it. So you just need to keep doing it all the time. So.
Did you have to go through and do anything on your own? What kind of studying did you do on your own?
In the studio, a lot of the gear at school we don't have, and you get used to using the plugins in Pro Tools, like waves and all that stuff. And once you get to the studio, it's the real deal. So I would open up like the LA2As, and they trusted me. And eventually, I like fix the lights inside them and take them apart, and I learned how to solder there, and I learned more about the cables instead of just patching them in. I learned how to take them apart, and if something's broken, well, it's the transformer in there that's blown, or hey, look at that capsule is, bleeding, acid out of it. So just kind of stuff like that. It's the hands-on stuff that, if something's broken, it's, well, how are we going to fix this now? So,
proof that transformers actually exist, people.
Yeah, they do.
Well, Eva, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Eva's going to be floor generaling for me today, so she'll be helping us with all the setup. And I'm looking really forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
Wait a minute, wait, slow down. First, it all starts here.
Hey, you guys, we just had so much fun today with Gregg Inhoffer and the Cockeyed Band, and we've got Eva, who is a graduate here, as you know, since that last piece here. We actually have a giveaway, too. We'd like to make sure that Lucas Kamenzind, DM us on Twitter, and we got a couple of gifts for you, including this T-shirt. So thanks for participating and doing that. Hey, Mr. Powers?
Yes,
How did you do in there?
it was great.
You don't have your lav mic on, do you?
No, I forgot.
Oh, boy. And he's the sound guy. Wow. Special thank you to the crew here, Sam, JD, of course, Snow, my partner in crime, and everybody else who worked on it. And a big shout out to Eva for coming from LA back to visit us at MMI. And one more time for the students in the control room there. Thanks, you guys. Are you waving? Are you doing something? All right, cool. All right, so before we do the second song here, Greg, thanks, you guys. You are excused. Bye-bye. Greg, do me a favor and introduce everybody in the band, will you please?
Great. On wind synth and tenor sax, we have Kevin Nord. On electric guitar, Dale Strength, son of Texas Bill Strength. On bass guitar, Charles Fletcher. And on the drums, Mr. Eric Gravatt.
Thanks, fellas, for coming in. I appreciate it so much. One more time, we didn't get a shot of the students. So thank you again to the students in the control room. Yeah, we appreciate you. This is what the show is all about. It's all about you guys. So thank you so much for always putting on such a great show. All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Greg, take us out with something else. We'll see you later. Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The world can be so cold and dark. It's hard to find a place to park yourself and watch the parade of life as it fades away into the night. You start to wonder if your soul's unfolding's been torn asunder as your eyes and ears are surprised by the lightning, thunder, or fear, or any other assorted, distorted splendor this world might offer. Then it hits you late, so you capitulate that there might be just bits of hope on this slippery slope. Don't be disgusted, it's just the ability to fulfill our destiny and try to be the best so we can help each other make our way to the new day. I'm talking about love. Spread the word, no matter what you've heard. It's not that absurd. So go and spread the word. How many times have people made up a crime, not looking behind the rhyme to the mind sending out the message? It's so sad when the only path to be had is easier to say that rap is bad. And as a dad, yeah, sometimes it is bad rap, but sometimes it gets a bad rap. There's people out there laying the truth bare in a way to make the new day a mainstay, not a scary thing. So sing when your heart says sing. Dance when your heart says dance. Take a chance to express the perfection that lives within by making a connection with her or him. Look at each other and realize we all cry for the same thing. I'm talking love. Spread the word.